It is currently Monday afternoon and kicking off a work week in my life vlog. I feel like it's been weeks, if not like over a month, since I filmed a real proper work week in my life vlog. But as you guys saw, I went into the office this morning for a couple of hours. It is super snowy here in DC today, which is so much fun. I feel like we haven't had a proper snow in at least 2 years. Maybe I'm not. I feel like there was a big snow the first year I moved to DC, so that would have been in 2019, but maybe my timeline's fuzzy, I don't know. But regardless, super pretty outside. I was thriving walking to work, to and from like the metro. I was just all about the snow. And then I came home, made lunch, did a little bit more work. I think I just wrapped up for the day. It's like 4:30, so nice to get home and get off a little bit early. But that is the official start to this week's work week in my life vlog. Not a ton planned this afternoon. I have a HelloFresh box coming today, hopefully. I'm hoping it doesn't get delayed with the snow and stuff like that, but should be getting that tonight. And then just have some like small miscellaneous things I want to do. Leo is being an absolute menace right now. But like I was saying, my stepsister got me this really cool notepad for Christmas that's kind of like thought mapping based intentions. I'm not doing a great job describing it, so I'll show you guys in a second, but I haven't really taken any time to outline any of my 2022 goals or just like reflect on 2021 as a whole or anything like that. So I think I want to take the extra time that I have tonight to do that. Gonna change into a little bit comfier of clothing. I don't know if you guys could just see Leo literally snatch my hand. This behavior is insane right now. Anyway, gonna go do that and then I will catch up with you guys in a sec. Super quick outfit of the day before I change into comfortable clothes. This necklace is from Gorjana. They just opened a storefront in Georgetown if you guys are in the DC area. This top is from TJ Maxx. I can't decide if I'm super into it or I absolutely hate it, but I feel like it's just a really good, safe work top. It has a little closure in the back, like nice, high neck, easy enough to throw on. And then I'm just wearing my express dress pants. You guys have seen these a million times. And I had my Nike sneakers on, but they're waiting outside because they were covered in snow. I did not wear the right shoes at all to work, so left them outside to dry for a little bit. Definitely a very simple outfit, but super easy to throw on. So I will have links to everything that I can find down below in case any of you want to check it out. Jumping in really quick to talk to you guys about this week's sponsor, which is HelloFresh. You guys know if you've been watching pretty much any of my vlogs throughout the last year, I am the biggest fan of HelloFresh. I'm actually coming up on my 1-year anniversary with HelloFresh with my own money, sponsored or unsponsored. You guys know that I genuinely love and use their products, and I'm so excited to be partnering with them actually all throughout 2022. They are the only brand that I agreed to a long-term partnership with, which I think just speaks in and of itself of how much I love their brand. I usually get the 3 meals a week option for 2 people, but they have a ton of different plans and options depending on your dietary restrictions, how many people in your family. But this week I picked out the 1-pan pineapple salsa chicken tacos, roasted pepper cavatappi Milano, and this creamy dill chicken with potatoes and broccoli, which I think is actually what I'm gonna make tonight. It's a new year, new you, and HelloFresh is here to help you stay on track. They have simple recipes with fresh, pre-portioned ingredients that help limit meal prep time and cut back on trips to the grocery store. And the meals are genuinely good. Something that I didn't know about HelloFresh is that it only takes a week from the produce to get from the farm to your doorstep, which is peak freshness. HelloFresh is quick and easy. They offer a wide variety of meals that include 20-minute meals, easy cleanup, low prep options. So if you are in a pinch for time or you just have a really busy schedule, they definitely have an option for you. HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by at least 25% compared to regular grocery shopping, so it's a really great sustainable option as well. If you guys are interested in checking out HelloFresh, I will have a link in the description, and you can use the code amyrauchyt16 to get 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Again, I'll have everything linked down below. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for partnering with me on this week's video, and let's get back to the vlog. This is the notepad I was talking about. It's called mind mapping. That was the phrase I couldn't remember, but I think that this is so cool and like a fun way to kind of just dump all your ideas onto one page. So like I was saying, I kind of want to make a 2022 goals. There's like a little section for a to-do list here. notes, reflection, and then I love how minimal and open this is because you could really take it in any direction that you want to. So I'm pretty sure the company this is from is actually only online. So I'll see if I can find a link to this down below in case any of you are interested in checking this out. I feel like it's such a good intentional gift to give someone, and the store has a ton of really cute sticky notes and pens, journals, planners, everything kind of under that realm. So super excited about this. And then this is super random, but I wanted to include it for a couple years down the line when I end up rewatching this vlog. I love having little memories documented like this, but my friend Haley sent me this bread as a late Hanukkah gift, and I just thought that that was the cutest thing in the world. I had a small little piece of it last night, and it's delicious. It's from Russ and Daughters. Super, super thoughtful and just made my day. So wanted to include that, but super excited to have a piece of this tonight as well. I have completed my initial mind map, and I wanted to go through some of the things I wrote down just because I think some of them are more universal than others. Like, you guys probably don't care about like the back end business goals I have for like my YouTube channel, or, you know, very specific goals I have with my 9-to-5 or stuff like that. And I think I'm gonna let this sit for a day or two because I know I'll be in the shower and think of something, or I'll think of something on my way to work, especially when it comes to like bigger general themes for the year. But I think my number one goal of 2022 is to stop thinking of my life as segmented as I currently do. I think I really think of my life in like a bunch of little like sections of a pie almost. Like YouTube is one part of my life, 9-to-5 is another part of my life, like relationships with my friends is another part of my life. And the way I currently think about it, none of it overlaps. Like, none of it can overlap. It has to remain separate. And I don't really know why that's the case, because there is so much overlap already, but in my head there's not. Like, my entire YouTube channel is about my 9-to-5, but in my head it still feels very separate because I do keep so much private, and I don't want to change that per se, but I think I want to stop thinking of myself as this person that has almost 3 separate identities, like Amy through YouTube, Amy at her 9-to-5, and Amy outside in her personal life, and just start thinking of it as like, this is who I am, and all of these things make up one person. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's something I've been thinking about a lot, and just like simplifying the way that I identify myself, because like putting this pressure on myself to be 3 not completely different people, because I think I'm very similar in all of those assets. It's just, I mean, I think that's definitely a universal experience. No matter what you do, what job you're in, like, you're going to be a little bit different at work than you are with your friends or with your family or to a stranger at the grocery store. Like, it's not that you're not being who you are authentically, it's just a different side of yourself. I think I just want to take off the pressure of that and like blend those identities a little bit more. I don't know if that really makes sense, and I don't fully know if it makes sense to me either, but that's my number one overall goal of 2022. And I put that kind of like at the top corner of the mind map up here, and then under the reflection and note section, I wrote down some like brief kind of quotes that I am trying to live by, and I definitely want to add more to this, because I feel like the ones that I have right now they're not negative, but they're not like super uplifting either. The first one I actually got from a Joshua Bassett interview on the ZEKES show, and he was saying, it was something along the lines of, don't let them tell you who you are. And I feel like that really stuck out to me, because I'm so nervous all the time of people misinterpreting what I say, or like thinking that, like, taking something out of context, or I have full context when I'm editing, it just like comes off different to me because I actually know the full scope of something, and it just coming off like I have a like big head, or I'm arrogant, or, you know, like I'm rude by accident. Like, there's so many ways that you can come off negatively, regardless if you post on social media or not. And I think letting go of like other people's expectations of me, or just like other people's opinions of me, really aren't my business. And that's something that I think I've lived by pretty well the last couple of years. but it's something I just want to continue to like work towards and be more cognizant of. And then something else that I think I've also lived by pretty clearly is just understanding the expectation that nobody owes you anything in life. And I think when I accepted that, it was very freeing for me. Like, no one owes you a response to anything. Nobody owes you like to show up for anything. Like, you can't, I don't want to say you can't rely on people, because you should be able to rely on your friends. And I think there's a difference between like people not owing you an answer, an explanation, and like being an asshole in general. But I think it's something I found very freeing throughout the years, is just like letting go the expectation that someone needs to show up or say something or do the right thing all the time. And just like, if they do, great. If they don't, like, they didn't owe that to you, and like it's okay to move on. Or, and on like really small scale things too, without like a set expectation. I don't know. I don't think I did a good job articulating that either, but that's something that I've found really freeing, like I said. And then I want to find like another little quote in there that's a little bit more positive, because I feel like both of those, they're not negative, but they're not necessarily like, this is gonna be your best year, you know? So gonna sit on those, like when I'm showering or walking to work, like it'll come to me, or I'll read something, it'll come to me. And then I have like, let's see, 6 different categories kind of off of my mind map of 2022 in the center. The first one being health. I feel like everybody has health goals. This is something I've really prioritized in the last year or so. You guys know that I go to Orange Theory now, and I really, really like it. So I just have like some general goals. I really tried not to make them specific, because I think that that's kind of where you set yourself up for failure sometimes. Like, I in the past have had very specific goals on like metrics and timelines, and I just put more general things like continue to have an even healthier relationship with food, or drink more water, which I always say I'm going to do, and I do really well for like a month at a time, and then I swear to God I won't touch water for 3 months. So like, just being more continuous and like following through with things more regularly, I think. Being like a little bit stronger in my body. And I've definitely noticed that throughout the last, I don't even know how long I've been doing classes, like 4 months, 6 months, something like that. Like, I am so much physically stronger than I was. So I have some general goals under that. I literally wrote going to the eye doctor down as a goal, because I have not done that in like 2-3 years, and it's very overdue. So just like little things like that. And I do have some specific goals for like savings and investments and my business and YouTube goals and stuff like that, that I won't get into like the details of, just because I don't think it's super interesting if you're not also a content creator, or, you know, whatever. But some of my other goals were just to add more structure in my life. Whether that's like minimizing the stuff that I have, or making sure to like back up my photos every 3 months, like little things like that, that do make a difference in your life, that are just structured, like just knowing to do them, kind of like I do for my 9 to 5. Like, I feel like I'm very good at being like, okay, every month I need to check if I owe anybody any invoices, or if I need to check in with accounting. Like, I know every quarter we have a report. Like, so I just have those things already kind of scheduled in my calendar, and I want to do that for my personal life as well, just for like random tasks, like I said, like backing up my photos, or just taking time to do all those like little things like that. And then like, I just have like a bunch of random things on here as well. Like, I've never been to the Library of Congress, and I think that that's embarrassing, because every time I see a photo of it, I'm like, this is the most stunning thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's so close and obtainable to me. Like, I have no good reason not to go, and I just haven't in my nearly 3 years of living here. I've been outside, I've been to movies on the lawn, but I have not been in the physical library, and that needs to change. I have that in like random restaurants that I've always wanted to go to, that I just, you know, for whatever reason haven't made it to. And some like more community relationship based goals. Like, I think something that I find really humbling is like challenging yourself to think about literally anybody other than yourself, and like how, I feel like we hear it all the time, like, how do I be a better neighbor? How do I service my community? But like, are you actually doing it? And that's something that like I've had, like, it's an uncomfortable kind of thought process to have with yourself. But like, of course, if somebody's like, oh, you should volunteer, you're like, yeah, I would love to. I'm just like so busy. But like, are you like, you can't make time once, even twice a year to go volunteer? Or like, I don't know, I saw a tweet last week that they were asking for, people in the community to come help build like rapid test kits in DC. And I couldn't go because I had COVID at the time. But like things like that, like I could take 3 hours out of a Saturday and like actually do something to help out a community. I don't know, just stuff like that. I think I want to really challenge myself to be a better neighbor and better in my community. And I am really lucky to have a following on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that, that if I do shout out a local business, I know that they receive customers from it. And I love hearing that from my favorite places. Like every time you guys tag ZEKES in a post and tag me saying that you win, or, you know, like things like that, I really love. There's just so many small businesses in DC that have truly impacted my time here and have made it feel like home that I wish I promoted more. So I want to make a better effort towards that this year. And then of course, just like being a better friend and showing up for the people in my life that I love so much and making sure that I am really prioritizing them. I've really cut back on like hanging out with people I don't want to be around or I don't think are making me a better person. Just like a bunch of goals in that realm as well, like kind of tying from community to relationships. So like I said, definitely not everything on my list. There's a ton more on here, but I mean, this could be like an hour video if I rambled long enough, but sorry, the heat just turned on, but I have been talking for 16 and a half minutes now. So gonna wrap it up. Hopefully this gets cut down significantly because I don't think any of you want to sit through that. But super cool notepad, very cool gift as well. So I'll try to leave a link down below, like I said, because I feel like it's just super unique. I don't know why I'm really struggling to wrap up this clip concisely. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little goal setting segment, and I'll check in with you guys when I am making dinner. The lighting is not super ideal right now, but it is Wednesday evening. I feel like this vlog started off super strong, and then yesterday just like not even shit hit the fan. I don't even know what happened, honestly. I had every intention of vlogging yesterday, and I feel like I got a decent amount of B-roll clips like at my office, going to get coffee, kind of my daily routine. And then when I got home, I was just so tired for some reason. I ended up doing basically nothing yesterday after work. I got home, made a quick snack, went to Orange Theory. It was their Inferno day, which if you do Orange Theory, you're probably familiar with that workout. And it absolutely wiped me out. Like I was tired to begin with, but that class just like took any energy I had out of me. It felt really good. It was a good workout. Like I'm definitely sore today, and I feel like it made a difference, which I like. Like I like feeling a little bit sore after working out because I feel accomplished. And I walked to and from the studio just because the roads were so icy, and I still haven't taken the time to clean off the ice on my car yet. So came home from that, showered, and essentially passed out. I didn't even make dinner. I was just so tired. I went to bed, woke up this morning, went to work as you guys saw, and am now just trying to play catch up a little bit. I vlogged a little bit today, but you guys ended up seeing it earlier in the vlog. You might recognize like sweatshirt clips from the HelloFresh segment, just because I ended up talking for so long on Monday that the way it would have naturally pieced together, it would have been almost 20 minutes into the video, which is just not super ideal for sponsorships, obviously. So came home, made dinner, and now I'm just playing catch up. Like I said, I don't have a ton I need to do. I made a coffee at like 6, which is risky because I know I'm not gonna fall asleep now until probably 1 or 2 a.m. It's so crazy to me that in college it was a regular thing for me to order coffee at like 9, 10 p.m. and have no issue going to bed. My caffeine tolerance was just so high at that point in my life. So definitely feeling a little bit more energy now. I know I touched on this earlier in the vlog, but I feel like I'm just struggling with balance. I honestly don't know how I fit in YouTube with having a 9-to-5, and I guess the answer is that I really don't. Like yesterday I didn't end up really vlogging at all, and just like I don't understand how people who have 9-to-5s have hobbies, because I feel like I barely have time to function. I guess YouTube would be my hobby in this scenario, but like even having one minor hobby, I feel like my life is off balance. Like do you know what I'm saying? And like yesterday was a good example of like I didn't vlog, so I worked out, and I feel good about that. I think it was good to prioritize my health, but in the process of doing that, I didn't have enough time or energy to commit to YouTube, you know? So I don't know. I don't understand how anybody, regardless if they make videos or not, and especially people who do make videos or work 2 jobs or, you know, something similar in that, but like how do you have time to breathe? Because I feel like I don't, and I'm not willing to give anything up that I'm doing. So I feel like I'm just stuck in this constant game of juggling that doesn't really have an end date, I guess. But we can't solve that crisis tonight. So in the meantime, what we can do, it's like 9:15 now. I need to edit this video actually for a little bit. I started on Monday night, but I need to edit today's portion of the vlog. And then I have a couple things around the apartment I want to get done. I need to run the dishwasher and put away some clothes that have been sitting in the dryer for a couple of days. But besides that, the apartment's actually very clean. I did that this morning, which felt good. So, but that is the midweek check-in. I probably include some clips of me just tidying up the apartment, but I'll check in with you guys in the morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Super quick outfit of the day before I head out the door. Necklace is from Gorjana. Black top is from H&M. Tie pants are from Express. And then I just have on my Nike sneakers per usual. Roads are looking a little bit more clear today, so hoping for a not super slick walk to work. But that is the vibe. This is not the best lighting or angle, but we're gonna rock with it because honestly, it's the only setup that really makes sense right now. It is Thursday night. I am about to make dinner. Figured hopefully the background noise isn't too bad. Let me just take everything out of the bag. It's like 9 o'clock on Thursday, like I was saying, and I'm making dinner. I got home from work and honestly wasn't feeling the best. I think I just didn't eat enough today and was feeling really lightheaded because of that. So I inhaled a bunch of food because I had an Orange Theory class that I had already signed up for and didn't want to pay the cancellation fee for. So ate a bunch, tried to like feel better, went and cleaned off my car, and then drove over to the studio, did the class, which was really, really tough. Like at one point, I, honest to God, thought that I might not make it through the treadmill block, but nevertheless, she persisted. Even though I genuinely felt like I might pass out for the first time in my life, I actually had the best pyramid in the class. So go me, way to stick it out and get through it. And then I just came home. Actually, before I came home, I stopped by some woman's house because I found this little arch on Facebook Marketplace and I had seen it at Target a couple weeks back and I thought it was so cute, but entirely unnecessary. Like this
stupid little marble arch was $30 from Target originally, I want to say. And yeah, it still has the tag on it. I don't really have a need for it. It would look good in here, but like, it just wasn't a necessary spend. And I was just scrolling through Facebook Marketplace last night because I love Facebook Marketplace, and saw that a woman was selling it for like $10. So I messaged her and I was like, her post was really funny too. It was like, selling this because I thought I needed it and I absolutely don't. It doesn't even match anything in my home. So I messaged her and I was like, LOL, trying to convince myself that I don't need this either. Like, let me know if it doesn't sell in the next couple of days, like I'll come grab it. And then like 30 minutes went by and I was like, ooh, no, I really do want that. So I messaged her and picked it up today. She was so sweet, like nicest little row home, nicest family. Her daughter like came to the door and was like, I love your outfit. And I'd just come from Orange Theory, like I was sweating, my coat wasn't zipping right, like I was truly a hot mess, and her daughter and like puppy were just so cute. So really great, wholesome experience actually. One of my goals for this weekend is to clean up this little bar cart area back here. I want to get some wall anchors so that I can hang the mirror. I ran out of the larger ones when I was hanging up my gallery wall, and I feel like the mirror's not super heavy, but it definitely is more substantial than other stuff I've hung. So just want to err on the side of caution there and grab a little bit larger of anchors for that, and then figure out like how I want to decorate that. I was planning on keeping it pretty much the same as my old apartment, but Leo figured out how to jump up there. I think with the new trash cans, he realized he can like hop up, which has not been great for us, but we are making do. So want to figure that out this weekend. And then I have 2 shelves that I think I'm going to hang in my bedroom and just put some of these extra little plants on and stuff like that. I don't love that idea, but I feel like it just makes the most sense. So that's kind of looking ahead. If it wasn't obvious, I am making dinner. I'm making the pineapple chicken taco salsa, whatever that recipe was from Follow Fresh. So figured I would just catch you guys up and chop dinner at the same time. Get you a girl that can do both. Do you guys like chopping vegetables, or do you find it tedious? I feel like it's pretty split 50-50 between me and my friends. I personally love it. I feel like it's very satisfying and gives you instant gratification. And it's kind of hard to mess up. Like there's certain things that are harder to chop than others, but as a whole, I feel like it's just very satisfying to do. So I really like chopping, but I know that that's not a common feeling for some. I thought I'd be able to multitask better than I am, but I'm really struggling to chop and talk at the same time. So I think I'm actually gonna finish cooking this and then I'll show you guys the final product.
Since you're not a bat, no.
Every episode of And Just Like That I watch gets progressively worse than the last. Am I gonna keep watching it? Absolutely. Do I think it's a good show? Not really. And there's a lot you could dive into that are valid critiques of the show. But you know what I'm gonna say that I have not heard anybody else say, maybe I'm just not following the right accounts, is justice for Steve. Like, he was a good character in the original series and they just made him fucking dumb in the reboot. Like, what happened to Steve? He was like my favorite guy out of all of them. I loved Steve, and now he's just completely unaware of what's going on. He can't hear. Like, what is going on with Steve? Why did they do that to him? What did he do to deserve that? I don't know. Absolute trash. Can't wait till next Thursday.